There is help out there if you were impacted by this winter storm, but not everything you see online, folks, is true. So a lot of you reached out to the Verify team asking about a claim that FEMA is giving out food vouchers. Here's investigative reporter Cheryl Mercedes.
The message reads, FEMA is giving away $800 food vouchers. It includes a telephone number asking recipients to call or go to the Disaster Assistance Government website if they need assistance with home, vehicle, or other related damages due to the winter storm. The post is being shared on Twitter and Facebook. Our source for this is the Federal Emergency Management Agency. FEMA took to Twitter to let people know. We're providing financial support to people who suffered damages from the snow and ice storms in Texas. If you're underinsured or uninsured, this may help you recover from the disaster. FEMA is doing that a few ways: by accepting disaster claims, working with the SBA to offer Texas business, homeowners, and renters low-interest disaster loans, and with the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to offer SNAP recipients emergency food purchases. But as for the $800 food voucher, FEMA posted it is not providing direct food vouchers. We are accepting applications for disaster assistance if you live in one of the 77 designated counties. It includes a link to apply. So we can verify FEMA is not offering $800 food vouchers. If you are looking to register for aid, you can contact FEMA on the website disasterassistance.gov or call 1-800-621-3362. With your Verify, I'm Cheryl Mercedes.
Thank you, Cheryl. If there's something you want our Verify team to look into, simply send an email to verify@khou.com. Also reach us on Facebook or Twitter.